There is currently a massive clash between the European Union and countries like Poland and Hungary on various fronts, obviously, but this is actually about the border crisis across the continent of Europe, which is primarily hitting certain countries, and it was in the past Hungary, and of course other countries like Greece. Now, the issue with this is that we have Viktor Orbán, who has decided to become radical, as usual, and this time he's proposing a new migration approach that he and his country are going to be doing, regardless of what anybody says, and the EU are not happy about it, but he wants all the other European Union countries to also follow him, rather than the European Commission. This is very important about the future of Europe. So Orbán said that Hungary has found the solution to the migrant crisis. No finished asylum procedure, no entry to the EU. This is the Hungarian system, and it works. Now, Brussels wants to destroy it. We will not let this happen. There will be no migrant ghettos in Hungary under my watch. His government made a new video. It's actually brilliant in terms of his explanation of the situation. Let's go to Viktor Orbán.
Egyetlen megoldása van a migránsválságnak, ez pedig az, hogyha nem engedjük őket belépni Európa területére. Csak az jöhet be az Európai Unió területére, akinek a menekültügyi eljárását már lefolytatták, és pozitív módon bírálták el. És addig az érintettnek kívül kell maradni Európa határain. Ha ezt nem tudjuk előállítani, ezt az állapotot nem tudjuk előállítani, akkor mint halottnak a csók, kis túlzással, minden más. Ezért a magyar modellt kell követni. A magyar modell az elmúlt években erre épül. Ezért nincs Magyarországon migráns gyakorlatilag. Ezért néznek ránk irigykedve azok, akiket elárasztanak a migránsok. Mert Magyarország egy saját modellt épített föl. Ezt akarják most lerombolni. Az új szabályok lerombolnák a magyar egyetlen sikeres európai határvédelmi rendszert. Miért kellene ezt nekünk ölbetett kézzel tűrnünk? El kell utasítani és harcolni kell a sikeresnek bizonyult migráció ellenes politikánk érdekében. Vért izzadtam, amíg sikerült odáig eljutni, hogy bezárjuk a menekülttáborokat. Tehát emlékezzünk Debrecenre, Bicskei menekülttábor. Ezeket be kellett zárni. Végre megoldottuk a problémánkat, és most ezt vissza akarják hozni, vissza akarják tenni a nyakunkba. Hát ezt nem fogjuk persze megengedni, úgyhogy ki fogunk tartani, amíg nemzeti kormány van Magyarországon, addig nem lesznek Magyarországon migráns gettók.
Now, the reason this is brilliant is, firstly, Hungary is doing this primarily to make sure that they protect their own nation, and also not to undermine those real asylum seekers. There will always be a few genuine political refugees, for example, and because of a lot of illegal migrants across the world, but of course across Europe and Western Europe now, who are pretending basically to be political refugees, those who have a genuine case, their cases will be undermined. So that will help with this. Essentially, you will be outside the country, you will have your process, and then if it's genuine, you can come in. Now that fixes another problem as well, the problem that we are facing in the UK. If the migrants or the refugees are already here, and even if their case gets rejected, and if they have to be deported, then you have all these left-wing activists, lawyers, and human rights groups getting together to prevent deportations. But if they're already outside the country, then that problem wouldn't come up. Now, the primary situation that we're dealing with is that Hungary could do this, Orbán could do this, while being inside the European Union, which is harder. We, Brexit Britain, we are no longer inside the European Union and we're struggling. Now this is embarrassing for us, our government. The UK, we took back control of our borders. We have no excuse, apart from ECHR, but you can still go around that. And we can't do that. Hungary is doing it, and they are a member of the European Union. Now, obviously, you got the European Commission now kicking off. They want to reverse these rules. But at the same time, it's impressive that Orbán and his government managed to do it while still being a member of the European Union. Now, the EU are kicking off. There is a number of other fights between these guys. But Hungary, I've said, we are going to be opposing the European Commission's migrant measures, because the EU want to essentially spread and share a lot of migrants across each country in the European Union. But at the same time, they can't really handle this. The EU leaders failed to resolve a migration dispute with Poland and Hungary. Poland is another one who is also trying to be more robust when it comes to their borders. Both of these countries, over the last few years, they became even more stronger in regards to their borders, in regards to fences and walls that they have around their country. At the same time, in the middle of all this, I love that the fight that the Western liberals are creating against Viktor Orbán or Hungary, they're focusing on priorities, very, very top priorities. They are winning the battles. Ready? Ready for this? Yeah. The US ambassador to host Pride Party in defiance of Hungary's anti-LGBTQ plus division algebra PM. It makes no sense. So they are celebrating tiny victories. This is what the Western liberal globalists are up to. The US ambassador, this is their priority. To host the Pride Party, just to basically anger Viktor Orbán and his government, as if they are gonna actually even realize what you're doing. They don't care. They're gonna completely ignore you. If you're gonna do your own virtual signaling, do whatever you want. No one cares. If they're doing it to get a reaction from Orbán, and he's not gonna do it, and yet he completely ignored it so far because it's completely idiotic. There are real problems out there. And that's what they're up to. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do not forget to book your tickets to our 300,000 subscribers party and next Sunday, 23rd of July from 6 p.m. in Westminster. We're going to start early at 6 so that in case, obviously, you guys want to go back home, if you're not from London, you'll have enough time to do that. And we're going to stay around after the event. For those of you who want to stay for a few drinks and everything else, I'm Mahyar Tousi. And we are the media.